We are taking more examples on factorization. Let's see example 4. Factorize 2x squared minus 10x plus 12. This example is slightly different from the previous example we have been looking at, in the sense that x squared has a coefficient of more than 1. The coefficient of x squared here is 2. So we have to take cognizance at the effect of the coefficient of x squared on the factorization of the expression. So we identify A as 2, then we have B as minus 10, and C as plus 12. So we have that. Let's take A as 2, B as minus 10, and C as plus 12. So the next thing to do is to multiply the coefficient of x squared, which is A, by the constant, which is plus 12. So that we have 2 times plus 12. That gives me plus 24. So that we look for two factors which when multiplied give us plus 24, not plus 12 as in the previous example that we have been doing. Plus 24, and when added gives us minus 10. So what factors readily come to mind which when multiplied gives us plus 24, but when added gives us minus 10? One fundamental principle which we must establish here is the fact that we see that we have plus 24 here. Since C is positive and the sign notation for B is negative, that simply implies that the factors which must be chosen, most of them must be negative. Both of them must be negative. So what factors really come to mind? If we take 2 times 12, that gives us plus 24, plus 2 plus 12 gives us plus 14. So 2 and 12 cannot be a factor. If we even decide to add negative sign, say minus 2 times minus 12, that gives us plus 24, plus minus 2 plus minus 12 gives us minus 14. So minus 2 and minus 12 cannot be a factor. So what are the factors? Let's take, say, minus 6 times minus 4. Minus 6 times minus 4 gives me minus 24. And minus 6 plus minus 4 gives minus 10. This means that you have a deficit of minus 6 and you're adding on that deficit of 4. Automatically, total deficit to be minus 10. So minus 6 plus minus 4 gives minus 10. So if we recall our equation, which is 2x squared minus 10x plus 12. The factors we have chosen here are simply minus 6 and minus 4. So if minus 6 plus minus 4 gives minus 10, it simply follows that minus 6x plus minus 4x also gives minus 10x. So if we look at our expression minus 10x, we can replace it by minus 6x plus minus 4x, so that our expression becomes 2x squared minus 6x minus plus minus 4x, then we still have plus 12 there, plus 12. So in that case, the next thing to do is to group expression, and we deal with each of the brackets one after the other. Focusing on the first bracket here, we look at what is common to both sides. You can see that 2 is common to both sides because 2 can divide 2 here and 6 can also divide 2. So we bring out 2. We also see that x is common to both sides. I can bring out x so that 2x squared here divided by 2x. 2x squared simply means 2 times x times x divided by 2 times s, which is 2s. S cancels x, 2 cancels 2, and what is left is simply x. So I have my minus sign. Now I have 6x here, simply means 6 times x over 2s, which means 2 times x also. S cancel x, 2 here 1, 2 into 6 gives us 3. So what I have is simply x minus 3. Same thing follows for the second bracket. What is common to both term there? So what is common is 4 brackets, so that we can bring out minus 4 out. So that minus 4x here divided by minus 4 simply gives me x. What I have here is plus 12. Plus 12 divided by minus 4. 12 divided by minus 4. What I simply have is minus 3. So what I have is minus 3. I'll close my bracket. So I see that these two terms here are basically the same. So I'll take one of them, which is x minus 3. Then I have 2x plus 4. So I have 2x minus 4. So I've been able to factorize my expression. So we can say the expression 2s squared minus 10x plus 12 when factorized simply gives x minus 3 and 2x minus 4.